following program may contain coarse language, suggestive dialogue, and discussion of violent imagery and sexual situations. It is intended for mature listeners who can tell the difference between facts and opinions.
Shiemi gets a crash course in romance on this episode of the Toonami Faithful Podcast. I am your host, Sketch, and with me I have...
Back from her long stint with the flu and all the other plague-like things, it's Kuro.
And...
Toy Rider, Laser Kid.
And bringing up the rear.
Hey, it's Streaming Steven, sporting a new look on the podcast stream if you want to see.
Ooh,
and Paul will be joining us later when we talk about Mashle and schedule stuff. So first, 2 episodes of Blue Exorcist, as if begging for tears and awakening. When we last left things off, Shura was sinking to the bottom of the lake with Hachiro, and now she's remembering her days spent with Shiro, how she ended up living with him because they didn't have any openings at the orphanage for a while, and Mephisto's like, why don't you raise the kid? And just like, blah, blah, blah. And she is, of course, very, very attached to Shiro. Kind of inappropriately. But
A little, very, very
little?
inappropriately.
But he does not act inappropriate with her at any point. Bless his heart, what a good guy.
Oh god, he actually handled that really, really well.
Yeah. So we get to see how she had her rebellious phase, and eventually Shiro tells her, you don't need to stay with the cram school anymore. You go live a good life. And she's like, how do I live a good life? And now she's reminiscing. She's thinking, well, all this time I've only ever thought about needing to get stronger, and I'm gonna die young. I don't know how to live. But as she's kind of coming to grips with that, the boys, the Super Exorcist brothers, Rin and Yukio. I love how Rin declares that. The Exorcist brothers.
This is his dream come true. He has wanted to fight at battles with his brother for so long. Like, he's loving this.
Oh yeah, no, this
He
is
is.
absolutely what he always envisioned.
Even though currently Yukio's covering his eyes so he doesn't get hypnotized again.
Yeah.
And Shima's just kind of standing around doing nothing.
And Shima is there.
And Shima is there. But is he there?
Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah. Physically.
So Rin is attacking Hajiro with his flames now more effectively because he's not looking, and he just keeps on calling out to Shura, hey, come back to us. And that moment she realizes, hey, you know what? Actually, I will try to live. So she tries to break free, and Hajiro does not like that at all. And Yukio's thinking, okay, we need to distract him. So he tells Shima to call his familiar, and Shima's like, oh man, that seems like a lot of work. What are you gonna do? Well, of course, I'm gonna catch her when she falls. It's like, hey, trade places with me, man. What a goofball. But as they move into action, Hachiro's like, you know what? This kid's been ticking me off, so I'm gonna make him dead, and I'm gonna make you watch. Speaking to Shura. And Shura's like, no, don't touch the kids. Please, anything but that. And in the moment when you might think, oh, Yukio's gonna, go demon, because he's about to die. No! Shura steps up cuts through Hachiro and her own hair, and like, dang, girl. Awesome.
Absolute awesome moment.
It's so great that she has this moment and it's not taken away from her by one of the guys.
Yeah.
Well, and it shows
We love
her
that for her.
independence. She's
Mhm.
not the person that she's wanted to be. She is who she is. Like, she's cutting that hair. She is not her ancestor.
That's right. And Hachiro's still having a lot of difficulty coming to terms with that, but Rin tells him again, it's not her. That is not Sachiko. That is Shura Kirigakure. And they manage to pin down Hachiro, and he has repaired himself so much that now he's just a little snake. And Yukio says that he's probably also degraded in intelligence. So Shura, of course, still having some kind of feelings for Hachiro, tells him, can you just let him go? It's going to be a while before he can turn back to his regular body, and they'll put him under surveillance, so it should be fine. He's like, all right. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have done that.
It wouldn't, in fact, not be fine.
It will, in fact, not be fine, as we will soon find out. But, yeah. I really like this moment when Shura embraces the brothers and thinks back to when Shuro told her if anything ever happens to him to please take care of them. It's like, I love this. It's nice. It's nice. Big sister. And Shima's got to ruin it, being like, come on, give me a hug too.
Dang it, Shima.
Dang it, Shima. And then the reinforcements arrive. Great timing, guys.
Just in time to be useless.
Just in time to be absolutely useless. So they patch up Yukio a bit, but tell him he's got like broken ribs and such, so he really needs to be seen at a actual hospital. And then that little dirty rat, Renzo Shima, sits down next to Yukio and starts getting in his head.
Yeah.
Not that it takes much.
No.
Like, well, you shouldn't be doing those experiments, and at least you won't be able to do that for a couple of months because you're so banged up. And he's like, wait a minute, you're the one who's been telling Mephisto. Maybe.
Duh.
Yeah.
But you could always join the Illuminati. Like, what?
Well, I mean,
what?
he does two things. He says that, but he also goes like, you should really consult someone for that, or you could just join the Illuminati. It's like he's literally playing both sides of it.
He's totally playing both sides of it. He also ribbed him about what he because he overheard the whole gosh awful things that that Yukio spouted off to Hachiro when he was altering the deal.
Man, I'm still traumatized from all of that.
I
I will
bet.
ensure she has a baby. What now? Excuse me?
What? Like that's like wild, but then is like, well, I can ensure that child will die young, even after my death. I can make sure that happens.
You could like he's stepping up like he's on the Maury Povich show. Like, you are the father, and it's like, I'll do it.
Oh my
All the cringe.
Gosh.
All the fucking cringe.
But yeah, Renzo's like, so, there's always a little bit of truth to every lie. And he's like, shut up. Stop talking.
I got a little closer than would have liked there, Yukio.
I mean, bro, you were declaring that you would be the one to catch her when she falls. You ain't fooling anybody. You ain't fooling anybody.
I guess that rules out the whole "does he have a crush on Chibi" question.
I think he does still have feelings for Shiemi, but he prefers older women, I think.
I think it's only he only does in a way to one up his brother.
Yes, yes. His feelings for Shiemi are because he doesn't want Rin to
Rin to
have her.
have her. I think if you were
Yeah.
to ask, if you were to dig deep into his perverted little soul, he does prefer the older ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Moving on.
He did even compliment Shura about her fresh new look. And Shura's like, "You're saying that because you think it makes me look boyish." It's like, "No, I think it suits you." Like,
That
okay.
would be a twist I definitely didn't see coming.
Mm,
For it. That's okay. We're very accepting here.
yeah. Well, uh after that uncomfortable conversation, Yukio collapses from his injuries and is they they open up a door and take him straight to a True Cross hospital where he is recuperating. I was thinking about this. I guess they would have a key to a door at the hospital, but like they couldn't have just transported like anywhere. It has to be particular places. Cuz I mean the boys took a train down to Amori. So, yeah. Oh, Rin being all bummed that they didn't get to spend more time in Amori.
These doors are definitely a bit of a deus ex machina. They seem to be convenient when it's convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So now Mephisto reveals to Shura that the Illuminati have captured Hachiro. I guess when Hachiro reverted down to a tiny snake, it allowed him to get through the barrier and they just snatched him up. And she immediately thinks, okay, did Shima do that? It's like, well,
Probably.
he is trying to follow orders, so. But the sword that she has now is essentially powerless because it doesn't have Hachiro in it anymore. So it's kind of useless. Still a nice, cool looking sword. Uh, but Mephisto does offer to have another demon inhabit the sword, but Shura's like, nope, nah, none of that. I'm not interested. I'm leaving. But if you ever harm those boys, I'm coming for you. Yeah. Yeah. And I believe her.
I
She
do
throws
too.
that sword so fast right at his face. Get a little scratch on his face and he licks up the blood a little bit because he's a freak. He is a freak. Oh, boy. What are you up to, Mephisto? She questions that. What exactly? What is he up to? And you know who else is wondering what Mephisto's been up to? Lightning. As Lumen Light is taking Ryuji around to dig up some dirt on the Illuminati, looking through the archives, and he's gonna talk to various former members of the True Cross Order to try and find out more about the Illuminati. And he does think that Mephisto knows more about the Illuminati and also that it all relates back to the Blue Knight incident. Interesting thoughts. Oh, oh yeah. Ryuji does ask Lumen Light if he's using him as an apprentice to get to Shima. And later, Shima asked basically the same thing about
I absolutely
Ryuji. It's like,
love this.
hey, don't mess with Ryuji. It's like, wow, you guys really are the best of pals.
I love how Lumen catches on. He's like, oh, you guys are cute friends.
Also, he's got a little bell on that rat.
Yeah.
Make sure that he doesn't.
Do you blame
keep
him?
tabs on him. He's all like, well, darn shame you didn't go back to the Illuminati. I want to know exactly where to go. Well, now he can't go back because he's got that on him. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, everybody visits Yukio at the hospital, and afterwards, it's just Rin and Shiemi having an awkward, very, very awkward moment where Shiemi seems to kind of be considering his offer, but Rin absolutely blows it by being like, "Oh yeah, we go on a date, we like kiss and hug and stuff." So like mind overload this poor girl.
Poor Shimmy.
Yeah.
Poor Ren. He just wants a little girlfriend.
Yeah, he does. And Nori and Izumo overhear it and decide to like up the awkward. Like, whoa, that was quite a dump you just had. Like, what? What? Himron's like, oh crap, people are watching. I gotta go. Just leaving her very confused. Then Izumo suggests that she and Shiemi, who she always refers to with her full name now, which I find kind of endearing, actually.
Very Japanese.
Yes.
But they're
Yes.
Japanese, so it works.
Yes. Shiemi Moriyama, pull yourself together. And so Izumo suggests, oh, they got this important test coming up. They should have a study session. They should have a sleepover study session. And Shiemi Moriyama just is elated with the idea. She can't believe it's happening. And when Izumo arrives with study materials, it seems that it's in fact a whole pile of shoujo manga to read to give her a crash course in romance with the most generic title of Kimi Monogatari, which I'm pretty sure it's something like my story, but not my love story. That's what you should be having her read. Yeah. At first I was like, is that a real manga? I was like, no, I think it's a generic play on a real manga. So Shimmy gets really into it. Like she is really burning through those pages. And eventually she just gets overwhelmed by it all and passes out. And that's when Izumo has a nice little chat with Shimi's mother. And they talk about how Shimi's doing at school and how Shimi always had a hard time with other people because of her personality. But she really started to come into her own ever since Yukio started coming to tutor her, and then all the things going on at the cram school. And Izumo's kind of asking, are you worried about her becoming an exorcist? And really, her mother just wants her to be happy, which is, that's what we want. Not quite the vibe I was getting up to this point, but good to see. Good to see.
There's a bit of a line there where it's like, if she can, that is. So it's not that mom doesn't want her to be happy. She's fears she can't do these things.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's her concern all along, that she's not sure if Shimmy's up to the task. Doesn't want her to get hurt in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, I actually really like that detail because it does explain so much, and it allows you to go, okay, not a bad person, just an overly worried parent, or maybe not overly. We don't know what she's worried about.
True. And as
I
Shimmy
don't even
dreams,
know what she's worried about.
Shimmy dreams and has a strange dream where she's like a bud in the ground until Yukio arrives and she sees him as like this incredible person. She's like, I don't know if I could ever be like him. And then Rin arrives and he says, I can cut these roots if you need it. And cuts her free. And then she kind of personifies into a person. And yeah, it's kind of a trippy dream, but it's all her journey thus far, really. And it's a neat sequence.
It's good insight into her psychology, I think.
Mm-hmm. There was a a moment in the conversation she had with Izumo as they were walking home, where she says, "I just want to be a normal person," and Izumo's like, "What are you, a ghost?" Izumo's been just Izumo was so much fun in this episode.
She really is.
And she when she arrives at in Shiemi's room, she's looking around, is like, wow, this is such a perfect room for a girl. It's so cute. And she sees all the photos that she has on the wall, and Shiemi's got a yukata on, and she's brought tea. And it's so adorable. Horrible. You'll love to see it. So the next day, after studying up on romance, Shiemi decides to reply to Rin's offer. And, well, it's kind of a rejection. I'm sure Rin feels like it's a rejection. But she's like thinking in her head how in the manga she read, the boy was all like, I'm not ready for love yet. And the girl was like, I'll wait for you forever. So this is basically how she's thinking this is gonna play out. And it doesn't quite go that way. But ultimately, Rin's like, okay, yeah, we're still friends though. Nothing's changed. And that's all she needs to hear.
Poor Rin.
Yeah. Yeah. And the by the way, the boys were with him when this conversation started, and they immediately bolted down the stairway.
Yeah.
But they were still in listening.
Nobody wants to be
distance. No.
around for that awkwardness.
No.
And they're all like, yeah, yeah. Oh. And Kodakamaru's like, all right, I'll book us a table at that one restaurant. He knows how to cheer up his boy.
Food.
Food. Really good food.
Hey, if it works, it works.
And then something I really did not expect happened. A certain green, spiky-haired demon rolls up and is like, oh, son of Satan, and my wife. It's like, your wife? Bro, what?
Mm.
Oh gosh.
And they have a little verbal tussle, but Shima's like, no, you stay away from my friends. It was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you talking back to me? A great demon? But yeah, that's all stopped. And he is wearing the school uniform, so you might be thinking, what's going on here? And then it becomes very clear when the bell rings, and he's like, gotta go. See, I gotta be a model student. That was the requirement for my release. So bye. Oh, okay. So he's a student here. What are you up to, Mephisto? What are you up
Isn't
to?
that always the question?
Is not everybody like does everybody know that Rin's a demon at this point? Does everybody at the school know?
I think
Like,
so.
Well, they have the school, and then they have the school. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the
like the
non
faculty knows, but like the students, I don't think the students
the
know.
students that don't deal with the supernatural stuff probably don't, but those that do probably do.
So what do they think when this guy is walking around with? Well, I suppose he could
That's some
pass for human.
crazy green hair you got there, guy.
Like, wow, who does your nails? Yeah, I don't know. But that is very intriguing. But one mystery after another. We're back with Lightning taking Ryuji about, and they're about to go visit three former members of the True Cross Order that are living at the Southern Cross Boys Monastery, the church where the Okumura brothers were raised. Hmm. Okay. Ooh, one little thing I forgot to mention. When Shura's having her flashback, when she's a teenager and sticking her boobs right in Shura's face, she does mention two things. You've changed since you've been started raising these women's children. And he's like, nah, it's because I got old. But she also says, hey, I'm on the table now, right? Because she's dead. Oh?
With that woman being dead and that woman's kids, yeah, there's some setup going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, he clearly cared about Yuri, as I'm sure will be revealed in due time. Yeah, that's it's about those episodes of Blue Exorcist. Very interesting developments.
hmm I think I was more crushed than Rin was when she rejected him. I was like, "Oh, she's finally got it now. She's figured it out. She's coming into it." And then she's like, "I'm not ready." And I'm like, "No. No, no,
You were
no."
so close. You were
Ugh.
there. The
It's
finish
like,
line was right there, and you just decided to pivot right into the stands.
the most like shonen bullshit that ever bullshitted me. Seriously.
I
Don't
do love
set me
how
up like that. Don't set me up like that and then
This
crush
will
my
they, won't they bullshit cannot stand.
I can't. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny her like suddenly like it's like it's all coming together in her brain where she's figuring out, "Oh, this is what everybody's been talking about." Like her poor little naive soul is finally getting it all sorted. And then she's just like, "No." Oh, poor Rin. You'll have your moment. I believe in you.
I love how all his buddies were being bros for him. It's like that's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
He gives Konoko a hug. Like, thank you, bro.
What?
They're friends now. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. You love to
Yeah.
see it. You love to see the friendship.
It's just funny to see the awkward teenage moments mixed in with all of their hard work and drama. You get to see something legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
They all kind of rally around him. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Hachiro, though, man. Ooh. After all that, now God knows what's going to be happening to him with the Illuminati. I feel kind of bad for him.
He's a very tortured soul.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he technically managed to get free from being stuck at that lake for God knows how many generations, but only to escape right into a lab. That pretty much sucks.
Yeah,
not a good deal.
For all the terrible things he did, he's also a sympathetic person in and of himself. So I can still feel bad for him to some extent.
He's just lonely. He's just looking for somebody to love like the rest of us. In all the wrong places, in all the wrong ways.
Yeah.
he took it to like, your hair and your fingernails, your body, they belong to me. It's like, okay, buddy. Okay.
Yeah. Let's we
Man.
got a little carried away.
It is really it is really amusing that they cast Crispin Freeman opposite Wendy Lee for that.
It is kind of great. It was just good to hear Crispin Freeman again,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's well, you could
He's
probably
in
take
Demon
the
Slayer,
fact that Aniplex mostly does union dubs now.
Yeah.
That he's popping up again.
Well,
yeah.
It's always happy to hear him.
I love Shira's
he always
too.
does an excellent job. For sure.
She looks so cute with the short hair.
She does.
Yeah, it works for her. I mean, I did like the long hair, but it works for her.
Yeah.
What I don't like is the exaggerated baby face that the animation's doing with her this season.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was kind of a baby face before, but man. But it does work when Wendy Lee's like hamming up like, oh really? Oh, I didn't give it much thought though. When she's coming up with the attack names for Rin. That was a nice moment. She's such a good big sister.
As long as we have that line very clearly drawn.
Yes. I mean, Yukio might hope for otherwise.
Yeah. Let's just keep Yukio's thoughts in Yukio's brain. The little bit that's leaked out has just disturbed me enough to not want to know what else is in there.
Yeah.
At least he's all preoccupied for a little while, so might be a little Yukio drama free for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. When Shimi stood up to Omaimon, she actually declared that she would become an exorcist. That was kind of is she gonna do it? Is it blah blah? So, and Rin told her, we'll become exorcists together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love that.
Sure.
Hey, Steven, you got any thoughts on these episodes of Blue Exorcist?
Yeah. Shimi and Rin, what is that relationship like? What are they doing to me? Like, I'm watching the show not for anything else but those two to get together.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all I'm watching it for. I'm like, will they or won't they?
You care about.
Yeah, it's man, I don't know. Those two need to get a room or something. I don't know. It's like it's crazy that they feel that love, that connection there for each other, but none of them can say anything. And then they're going to tell Shimi, I don't know how to say words anymore. They're going to tell her to like read all of this manga, which has none of the information that you need in it, but that every teenage girl is reading Teen Vogue and Teen Cosmopolitan of like, oh yeah, this is the way how to kiss a boy. Like, what? I'm like, and that's a classic like trope of like, hey, they don't know anything. Let's go to a magazine. Let's go to a book. I guess you're going to find some information in there. I don't know. Like everything else is like a side story for me, like a side quest. This is the main story, and this is what's going to go on. And every single week, it drives me crazy. I'm like, what's going to do? And then when they start talking about it and everything, and it's like the cutest thing that you have ever seen. Those two have no clue what's going on. And it's like one of them confesses the love to the other one bows and thanks him, and it's like, oh my gosh, you do not know how to do anything. And it's cute, and it just tears at my heart, and I can't take it.
Quit playing games with my heart.
Yes,
Don't go
exactly.
breaking my heart.
I'm not giving up on them. I'm like
No, of course
No.
not.
fully
not at
committed
all.
to this turning out exactly the way I envision it in my fantasies.
It's gonna
It's gonna
happen.
all work out.
It's all
all
gonna
work
work out.
It should
She's
work out
gonna heal his soul. And
somehow.
he's gonna make her a real girl.
Yeah.
I
she's
gotta
kind of
say-
obsessed with that thought. I'm not a real person yet.
I gotta say though, like the stuff about her mom, okay, so let's say like whatever, she's trying to protect her from this world. You know, she's not doing her child any favors by sheltering her so much so that she is completely socially inept. You
Hmm.
know? Like what why would you do that to your kid? Obviously there are things, you know, her mother has her own reasons, I suppose, but then but then she releases her when she's like on the cusp of 15, 16, when it could be really awkward to not have those skills in your pocket. I feel like, you know, she's just doing her a disservice as a parent. So, yeah, Shimi's mom, you suck. You definitely failed this child.
Hmm.
That's kind of your job to teach your kid these things. Not some manga. I mean, yeah, that's always going to happen, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal with Shimi's mom is, but it bothers me.
Should just leave it to Yukio to teach her.
Oh god, that's the worst. That's the
No.
worst.
I was gonna say that seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah. He can't even handle his own emotions.
It's true.
I'll ensure she has a child. Do what now?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yukio steps up. I'll be the man.
Oh, nothing good comes up when Yukio steps up.
No.
No.
No, I'm still suffering from the cringe. It's been a few episodes and I'm still cringing. I'm still
God damn it,
cringing weeks
Yukio.
later.
You're still cringing from the first time you saw it.
Yeah.
Oh,
A year
boy.
ago.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Some things don't heal with time.
No.
Stop making me laugh. I'm gonna cough.
Okay.
Knowing where this is going only makes it more painful.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Right. So Mr. AJ Tibb in the chat poses the question: how much of Hamster Amaimon is canon? I feel like none.
I kind of would say the same. I'm pretty sure that all happened after the cutoff.
They also brought up Neuhaus in this episode briefly, but they're like, no, we're not going to see him.
I mean, I haven't read the manga. The only person here that has read the manga is Laser, but they had Hamster Maimon in season 2. He made an appearance then.
Oh, well, then there you go.
I don't know.
that's
I don't
There
know.
goes my memory.
That's right. He was with Mephisto when Mephisto was like, yes, this is an awful mess, but my allergies.
Yeah, he's kind of hanging out watching them like a weirdo, you know, just watching, because that's what he does. Who watches?
But who's to say that that is completely manga accurate?
Well,
I don't know.
Laser, do you not remember?
I'm not sure, to be honest. My brain's
Okay.
kind of fuzzy. It's been a minute.
So the
since I
answer,
checked
Mr. AJ Tibb, is we don't remember.
Yep. Just mark it up
I
to the
might
staff.
look into it if I remember to.
Just mark it
Yes.
up to the staff watching too much Hamtaro.
that. It's Hamtaro time.
But I will say
not-
he's been there. He was there during the non-made up season, and him
At the very
being
least, that's a thing, yeah.
him being back in the picture is relevant. He's not just there just to give Shiami a chance to show her strong. I am woman, I am strong moment. He's also there for other reasons.
Yep. we'll
I
definitely be
forgot he
seeing
was
more of him.
infatuated with Shimi.
I know, right?
I always forget until it comes here too. It's like, oh yeah,
It definitely made an awkward moment even more awkward, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
it sure did.
Like, what can we do to make this weirder? Oh, I know. Let's bring
Another
Amaimon back.
demon brother.
Let's bring Amaimon back. Yeah,
That's
right.
Boy, I did not see that one coming.
he technically is their demon brother. That's correct. Yeah.
What's also I'm amused by the Durarara reunion.
With the VAs.
Mm-hmm. Daryl, what's his name, does not show up that often in other dubs, so yeah, that's interesting. Well, I'd say it's Mashle time. So Paul can come out of hiding.
Unmute yourself.
Why do I always got to be hiding?
Because you've been here for a
because
minute
you are.
hiding.
Because you won't watch that Blue Exorcist. That's on you,
Yeah,
bro.
just.
But
You're missing out.
but to be fair, I'm watching a lot more Bleach and Mashle, so I'm way ahead now. So
Well, you don't
I should
need
get
to be
bonus points.
ahead.
If you want to get bonus points for being
There
ahead,
are
I
no
get the grand
bonus
prize.
points for watching ahead. But at least that means I can rely on you when the time comes.
Sketch, you
Alright.
can always rely on me.
Debatable. Because I
By the
can't
way,
rely on you to watch Blue Exorcist.
Nah, see, listen. I can only watch so much
Listen.
anime.
You got to get on my level,
Just
Paul.
why
You
we're
gotta get
all
on my
here.
level.
I'll just be glad I don't ask you to keep up with One Piece.
Oh gosh.
Dear God, I would shoot you.
Define keep up with One Piece.
Uh,
There are many definitions.
I'm not. I used to say I was caught up with the dub, and then I spent a year apart from the dub, and then I
Well-
never caught back up again.
Well, whatever it is,
I'd
it's
s-
not what I'm doing because I am not keeping up.
I live tweeted and I still am not up with it.
I certainly would not be that one dude that watched like all of One Piece and like, oh God, how many days did it take him to catch up? Oh dear God, it was
Are you
really
talking
quick.
about that? Are you talking about that? No, that guy isn't that far yet.
I thought there was one dude.
There was
I thought
one
there was
dude
one
that,
dude
like
that did it
a
in, like-
month or two ago started watching One Piece and has been giving updates. I don't think he's that far yet, but he seems to really be enjoying it. It's cool.
As you do.
As you do. As you do until maybe you don't. I do wonder what he'll say when he gets to Dressrosa.
Oof.
Hey, Dressrosa. That's a buzzword. Eventually. But for now, back to the not tuning exam in Mashle, Magic and Muscles.
Not tuning exam.
So in the previous challenge, Finn Ames was a real one, holding out as long as necessary until Mash came in and beat up Carpaccio, gave that boy the beating he needed more than anybody. Because he's never felt pain before. Well, you might be wondering, okay, now what's going to happen? Lance is on another team, and what's Dot been up to? Well, apparently none of that matters because as we open up this episode, Margaret quickly dispatches 2 members of the red team, ending the match before Dot is able to do anything, and Lance being on another team amounted to anything.
Actually, that wasn't what I was wondering. I was wondering, how does the school allow this many psychopaths to go around without any kind of check? You know? Do
I
they not
think it
have
comes down
rules
to-
against killing other students? Is this really not a problem that they
True.
have? Like, they
I mean,
can
this
just
is
do whatever
a-
they want?
This is a culture that kills the non-magical just for not being magical. I don't think we're living in a great society to begin with.
No.
No. They're just smoking too much magic. It's fine.
They
Clearly, I'm not smoking enough magic.
they seem to have very little problem with strong people defeating weak people, as they put it.
Like, are there no rules? Like, no
They're
homicide?
just
I feel like that's a
weeding out-
basic rule. No homicide. You guys can do anything else, but you can't kill each other. Like, that's pretty basic, right? They don't even have that rule. Dude
Well, they're
was
not-
like straight up trying to kill another student. Like,
You
straight
do
up
get a
murder him.
reaction from the announcer girl who's like, are we really gonna let this go on? Like, so there is some gut visceral reaction.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
They didn't actually die, but then again, I don't know if we ever seen them again.
Yeah, so not just Carpaccio, but Margaret is also a budding psychopath. This is like a growing issue in this academy.
A
You're
budding
not
psychopath? We're way past budding with Margaret.
Dude, this is just Kefka from Final Fantasy VI over here.
Yeah, clearly. He is Kefka.
And that whole thing with the musical scale of power, that was interesting. It's like the do re mi fa sol la te do. It says, oh well, you're just a couple of do's, which only amounts to a re combined. And I'm so much higher than all of you on the scale. It's like, I'm not sure if it really works that way, but
It definitely doesn't work that way, but okay.
it's a way of putting it. That's a way of putting it. But yeah, that match is over. Lance being on another team didn't even come into anything.
Thanks,
I'm a little
plot.
disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
Then I remembered, oh right, this is Mashle. This is not that kind of show. We don't need these complicated situations. Forget about it. They don't matter. They don't matter. Like a Dot tries to interview Mash. Like, no, I don't think that's what it said. And then, as they're in the waiting room, this has to be like a riff on some athlete's commercial, like a Gatorade commercial or something. Mash is like, why do I train so hard?
Love it. So different.
It's like, when are you
do
gonna
arms
advertise the
exist?
produit's
Because
Where's the
he looks
protein
fun
powder?
bald.
That comes later. But he does get another swig of the protein powder. But it's like, why do I train so hard? And then he thinks back to like, well, my father told me that I should do it. And then I just started doing it. And now I ask, why do we have arms? To lift. Why do we have legs? And then Lemon has one of these things. She's like, I ask myself, why must I always be an emotional burden?
Was I always
And-
an emotional burden? No.
I'm just sorry Dot and Lance didn't do one. That would have just been
That would have been a
Where was
that would've been
Lance's about his little sister? Why do I have arms? To embrace my little sister.
perfect.
Why was I born to have a little sister?
When I was born, I was sad and depressed, but then I got a little sister.
What would Dots be?
Something about
Oh,
being the main character.
yeah.
Why am I the main character? Why, of course, because I have the flashiest look and the coolest powers. What else
Why
could I
do-
be than the main character?
And why do I have this spiky red hair? Because I'm the main character.
Because he's a diet Lavi.
He is. Gosh, he is. If anybody's watched, what's the name of that
Gray
show?
Man. D Gray Man.
D Gray Man.
Oh man, that takes me back.
Oh, I gotta stop laughing. It's hurting my lungs.
Oh man.
Oh, you're here for the wrong show in that case. So it's not unusual for Dot to get rejected by Lemon, but this time it's in song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Again, Lance doesn't really do anything. But then Dot is sad again.
I feel like she should give him a chance.
Yeah, just a trial date. That's what Ren and Shiemi need to do. Trial date. Come on.
Yeah. Just give
Give
it a
it a
shot.
try.
See
Give
how
it a
it feels.
shot.
Just the tip.
Ren, don't. Just
is
the
wrong
tip
with
of the
you, girl?
demon sword.
Wait. Did I just did I just hear a Wedding Crashers quote?
Maybe.
That's an
Oh
old
my
joke.
gosh, Wedding Crashers is back in theaters.
Gosh.
It's an old joke.
Just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it
See
feels.
how it feels.
Just to see how it feels. Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
By the way, that's Mashle's girl, so I don't think he's gonna get very far.
I don't
No.
think Mash cares.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't. Oh boy. So Divine Visionary Caldo is apparently head of Magic Talent Administration. Earlier he was talking to the headmaster. Wahlberg. Yeah. Wahlberg, Marky Mark. Yeah. Talking to Wahlberg about Mashle. Mash, not Mashle. And now he's confronted Mash and says, I'd like to play a game with you. And Mash is like, nah, I'm tired. I don't want to play a game. And then he explains, well, I'm the head of Magic Talent Administration, and I'm not saying that if you don't appease me that you won't become a divine visionary, but... So Mash changes his mind very quickly. And Finn's like, he was persuaded so quickly. But Don was like, he's saying no to a divine visionary? You're going to go far, buddy.
That lasted all of 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mash is like, okay, right. So if he could determine my fate, I suppose I should play along. So they play a game of you look, you lose, which
Yeah,
apparently doesn't...
what are the rules to this game? I didn't
What
understand
are the
at all.
rules? Apparently, the normal version of the game involves rock, paper, scissors. But this version of the game, Caldo has drawn a circle on the ground. Mash needs to stay within the circle. And then Caldo points a direction, and if Mash looks in that direction, then he loses. He does say, because a game deserves a prize, if you win, then you don't have to play the next exam. You pass automatically. Oh, but it can't be that easy. We can't have that. But this is a pretty extreme game of you look, you lose. Because he's attacking Mash in a way to make him look a certain direction, but Mash does the Mash thing. He's not supposed to look up to avoid something, so he turns to the side, and then another one, he blocks 2 attacks from side to side so he doesn't look left or right, because he can't look left or right.
Like it
And
when
then
he
the
pulled
third-
the circle up with him.
Yeah, he pulls the freaking circle up.
He took it with him. Like, that's one way to do things. Sure.
So Caldo has this sword that has an ever-burning flame that if it touches something, it burns forever. So Mash can't just take the hit. But Mash tries to take the hit at first. He tries to take it with his skull, and he's like, nope, can't do that. So, in order to make sure he's still looking down when he can't look any other direction, he pulls up the whole freaking circle with his feet so he doesn't change his head position. The guy's like, well, that's something. And then an owl inexplicably appears and takes a cream puff. And Mash looks one of the other direction. He's like, oh, I lost. He's like, no. That one doesn't count. How about we call it a draw? Because we can't have him skipping the next exam. No. Can't have that. But after that whole deal, Caldo does seem intrigued by what Mash is capable of and thinks he would be very useful on their side. So, kind of won him over. Maybe.
Indeed. Would seem that way, at least.
Yes. And now it's time for the moment this was all leading up to, I suppose. It's Mash versus Margaret. And I find it really nice that when Mash is announced, there's cheering in the crowd. There's actually cheering in the crowd. It's
Woo.
almost, not quite, but almost as loud as the crowd when Margaret's announced.
Those were fear cheers. They were cheering out of fear.
Cheering out of fear.
Man, he can punch you out real good.
Yeah, true.
They wanted to live later.
So the announcer goes like, all right, let the match begin. And the match is like, oh, hang on. I need my cream puff. Got to eat something before my workout. And Margaret's like, oh, what a splendid idea. I hope you don't mind if I do the same. And I was hoping that they would pull out macaron, but no. They pulled out a fried shrimp and tartar sauce and started vigorously dipping the fried shrimp in tartar sauce. And man was like, whoa, that's too much tartar sauce. You won't be able to taste the fried shrimp. And Margaret turns to him and says, what are you talking about? I am clearly dipping my shrimp, dipping my tartar sauce in shrimp. What? Because fried shrimp only exists to make tartar sauce more enjoyable to eat. And then Dot's like, you know what?
Everybody's got that one food. Everybody has that one food.
Everybody's got that one food. And Dot's like, whoa, okay, I know I might be biased, but I find that the crazier someone is, the more powerful they are. So this one's gonna be trouble. Boy, you better believe it, Dot. As Margaret kind of flexes their power, people in the stands are feeling it. And Lance was like, yeah, you would feel that. They're strong as a divine visionary, so you're gonna feel their power. So the fight begins. And the first attack is a Narcos, just kind of a basic magic attack. And it was like, what? That's a normal attack. Mash will have no trouble with that. But he can't bump it. He can't send the serve back. It's actually too heavy. He can't do it. So he gets pushed back, and it looks like he gets smashed into a wall. But in the next second, he's right around Margaret and uses his spine magic, Hellfall. Just giant pile driver right up in the air. Thinking he's Charizard.
Roar.
And he slams Margaret down and was like, whoa, did you take about a one hit? Nah, come on. No. Margaret's fine. But then the peanut galleries are like, whoa, what happened? It seemed like he got pushed back into the wall. But Finn puts it together. It's like, no, he actually ran backwards and outran the attack. Like, what? That's a Mash thing to do. And thus, the fated battle begins. Oh, right. Earlier in the episode, a guy who's a real sore loser about getting beat in the first exam talked to Margaret. So like, hey, could you beat up this non-magic user for all of us magic users? That would be great. Hey, if you need some help, I could like stick a laxative. And he's like, no, do not mess with my fun. Very very Hisoka attitude.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Indeed, this guy is totally a Hisoka.
Totally a Hisoka. And actually, at the beginning of the episode, when they knocked out the two red team members, it's like, you can't possibly bring me spring. Like, oh boy. Ooh boy, this one's a character. But Mash will bring them spring. So yeah, another absolutely ridiculous episode of Mashle. You gotta love it.
Mashle being Mashle.
Yep.
I think I love the owl stealing the cream puff. That was excellent. What a little jerk. Jerk.
Did Caldo make that happen, or did it just do it? Apparently, Mash has more than one cream puff in his pocket.
Yeah. How do they not get smushed and gross?
Maybe he likes it that way.
They're magical cream puffs.
They always seem to be just fine when he pulls them out of his pocket, though. Yeah, how does that cream not just get everywhere?
He's got a little cream puff holder in there.
Little cream puff holder.
Sketch.
Yes, I know. Phrasing.
Phrasing. Is that a cream puff holder, or are you just happy to see me?
Hey,
it can be both.
It's Kuro's fault. She started it with the quote. So there you go.
Cletus is in the chat. Hi, Cletus. How you doing?
Hey, Cletus.
Thanks for showing up. Paul, what did you think of this episode of Mashle?
You know, he's trying really hard not to make it out like he does have magic, because every time he does a move, it's like, what is it? What does he say?
Like spine magic or
like
some other muscle.
Yeah, it's something weird. I'm just like, it reminded, oh my god, there's a character that does this in a different anime. Not saying that, but they sound like that. I'm like, God, what is that? I couldn't figure it out because
his magic is never giving up.
There you go.
I was thinking of Black Clover.
Yeah, it's just Black Clover without a sword.
And funnier.
Way funnier.
And
yes.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. By the way, did you guys notice that they're using the right pronouns in this anime?
Yes.
It's kind of hard to not notice.
Yes, Margaret is a they.
It was kind of confusing at first because I'm like, all right, are they talking about both of them? Because sometimes they worded it in a way in the dub, and I'm like,
it could be a little confusing.
I'm like, wait, are they talking about both of them or just them? I'm like, I'm so confused. Please stop.
Just the way they worded it. Yeah, there were a couple moments, but I figured it out.
Yeah, like the magic energy, and Lance is like, they are as strong as. Like, wait, Mash isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, attention to detail.
I feel like I barely caught the part where they were saying they were going to be one-on-one duels. Like, that just escaped me
Yeah, I don't-
completely.
You're
I
right.
don't really
No, no,
remember
no.
that.
You are right because they didn't really like. I feel like they didn't specify that so much because I think they said there were what 3 rounds,
I
and
guess.
yeah, but then they didn't really specify like what the rounds were until they actually went into the round. So it was like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe this is part of the funny part of it.
Okay,
I
so it
don't know.
wasn't just me because when they got in there to
No.
one-on-one, I was like, "Wait a minute,
No.
what? What? What's
Also,
happening
also, why
now?"
don't we jump into this fight? Where's
Yeah,
Yeah.
the warm up?
yeah. I want to see. I want to
Any
see Dot take on Lance.
any other shonen anime, this would not be the first fight. They would have warmed us up with Dot
yeah.
versus Lance or Finn versus somebody.
And there's 5 of them too. So how's this gonna play out?
Huh? Hmm. Somebody got seated, I guess.
Finn's just gonna be like, "I surrender. It's yours."
It was
You
like,
win.
this is as far as I go.
I did all right. I can live with the progress I've made here. It's good.
I mean, he keeps on talking about how he just wants to go home.
Yeah.
Bless his
Like
heart.
I'll take the shame of my ancestors. It's fine. My brother did all right. So we only need one of them to be successful.
We only need one.
Dear God.
My parents already wrote me off. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. He's funny when he's not whining.
Yeah, he
Like
can
he's
be.
funny as the straight guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a necessary element.
Yeah, when he gets whiny, I'm like, okay, you can stop that now.
Please stop.
You don't need,
Please,
yeah,
please stop.
don't whine anymore. It's not attractive.
Cut it out, Finn.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
I was another thing about this episode. I was amused by the fight that he had with the guy with the sword. I'm not gonna remember these names, so don't try to.
I think it
Aldo.
Caldo,
Yeah, something like that.
one of the
Spanish for
divine
soup.
visionaries.
They were doing what was the challenge again? It was
You say
no luck.
Spanish for soup?
Yeah, which I thought was funny because the other guy's name is Carpaccio.
Oh,
Did
Jesus
no one else
Christ.
catch that?
No, I caught that his name was Carpaccio. Yeah.
Like
But-
beef, like thinly sliced raw meat
Yeah,
to go with the soup.
Carpaccio.
Oh dear God.
We're gonna have a full meal by the end of the series.
Like how
I
how
guess
many
so.
of these kids have a name involving food?
Mash is mashed potatoes because that's what he
Is
has
he,
for
though?
brains.
Mashed the brains.
You have macaron. He's technically a cookie.
Ooh, yeah.
You
It's a good cookie
have
too.
carpaccio. There are
Master Kane.
yeah, there are a lot.
So
Yep.
To go back and
Mashed-
pay attention.
mashal is mashed potatoes?
No, that's what I said, but it
He's
could
just
be.
throwing.
I mean, he's got mashed potatoes for brains.
That's for sure.
It's almost like Food Wars.
So getting back
At times.
getting back to what we were talking about. What was the challenge again? It was like no look or what was it?
You look, you lose.
You look, you lose.
look,
That's
you
what it was. Yeah. So I was confused by that because Mashal was clearly looking,
Lower.
but was it because he didn't leave the circle? So that was the no look. I was confused. I was really confused by that.
You are not alone being confused there.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
not.
Thank
The
you.
rules were
Not
confusing.
clear. They were not
No,
clear.
Not
The
clear.
entire
Just like
idea
the
is a
rounds, it wasn't
silly-
clear.
The entire idea was it was a silly test where if he looks a certain direction, which of course ends up being multiple directions, he loses. So he's got to be creative in where he's looking while he's dodging things.
But then he was looking, so it's like
Well, he was looking, but not in the not in directions he wasn't supposed to.
so weird, so confusing.
That's tricky to animate, man.
Oh yeah, they did well though. I think.
I'll give him credit for that.
So I'm guessing it was just more or less like if he stayed in the circle,
shit.
he was good.
No, because if he was like, there was one where it's like you can't look down. If he had looked down, then he would have failed even in the circle.
Now recording.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord. Or I should have said, "Oh my."
Oh my, indeed.
Well,
I did
it's a
it
good
again.
It's a good thing we're on Twitch, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good. It's a good thing Steven's here to stream it.
Oh my god.
I can
Oh
see.
my
I can see
God.
I can see Steven in the background going, "You son of a bitch."
All right, well, we know what we need to do, but at least we'll have a backup for some of it.
Oh
Mm.
Jesus. Oh jeez.
Anyways, so yeah, that was interesting, but it was more interesting that he got more respect from him by doing that, and he actually, I mean, we did talk about this obviously, but um, it was interesting that he pulled back his sword to not hit Mashle because he respected what he was doing. So it was like, oh,
Yeah, that
okay.
is an interesting detail. Mash
He doesn't
points
seem like
out that he held back.
he doesn't seem like he's an asshole like the others. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah,
Wa-
even though
wasn't
Mash was
he
like that guy who like
bullied me?
bullied me.
Yeah. But it seems like he has respect now, and he's like, okay, all right, you can join us. God, I'm gonna screw up the bad guy's name. Like, oh God, what is his name?
Modder?
That's what
Which bad guy?
the one that they want.
Margaret?
No,
Macron?
no, 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 no,
No?
no. The main bad guy that they're all
Innocent
like
Zero?
Innocent Zero. There we go. I had Zero in my brain, but then I knew there was something else, and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this up. I can't
You
say
were
it.
close. You were
You were
close.
close.
So I'm really interested to know, like, number one, what Innocent Zero has done before all of this, because like, why do they not like him that much? We haven't even seen him yet. But number two, why they want Mashle so bad, and also it's like, again, I know I'm annoying because I keep bringing this up, but it's just like,
I'll just keep watching this space for those questions.
oh, I
Go on.
know, oh, I
Keep
know,
watching this
I'm ahead. I know, I'm not gonna
Oh, I
spoil
see what you're
anything,
doing.
but it's, to me, it's like, are we really sure that this dude doesn't have any magic? Because it's like, what
Yeah, I'm
what is
pretty
going
sure.
on here? What is going on here that, like, he doesn't have magic, but they want him?
I'm not even sure why they need a magical terrorist enemy when the citizens seem just awful enough on their own.
Hmm.
Like, you don't actually really need your magical terrorist. You all pretty much suck. So
It's like, oh, by the way,
it's not going to get
not
worse, I promise.
not featured on this anime. They're slaughtering non-magical users.
I guess so. Yeah.
So that's the bad part about this anime. But
I also
hi,
got
how are
the
you?
feeling like this whole divine and visionary exam is like the most arbitrary bullshit. It does not feel very well planned out at all. It just feels like they're all going by the seat of their pants, and that's by
Well,
design. It's kind of funny to me because it's like, oh, this is an exam, but really, like, it's kind of just we're throwing a bunch of shit at you, and if you survive, then you made it, you passed, yay,
You did it!
congratulations, yeah.
well, I mean, they did say the reason why the exam is like this year is because of what happened in the incident with Innocent Zero there. So
Yeah, I don't know
I
what that means. I don't know what that means.
well, Mashle was fighting those dudes that no longer follow Innocent Zero anymore. So I mean, I think that's what they were talking about, because that was like an interruption to what really is supposed to happen. So because if you remember, like, what was it? Was it 2 episodes back where they were like, as long as they got to 4 coins instead of the 7, they were entered into the exam. Is that right? It's 4 coins, I think, right? If I remember correctly.
I think you're
Yeah.
right.
And it's supposed to be higher. I think it was supposed to be 7, but they lowered it to 4 because of what happened, because of the interference of Innocent Zero. Which again, I'm still sitting here going, what has he been doing? Like, is
How
this the
bad
first
can this
time?
Innocent Zero dude be? Really? Like that's
Hmm.
my point here. How bad of a dude can he be if they're afraid of him and they're already a pretty shitty society? It is pretty comical, but it's just you're just kind of wondering, like, I don't know, maybe we should throw our lot in with this Innocent Zero dude.
I don't know. He seems like a total zero and absolutely innocent.
Well, he's innocent until proven guilty.
Doing
Oh my
that.
god.
Gotcha.
Well, see, he's innocent zero because he's not. He's got zero innocence. You see what they did there?
Or
Oh.
he's innocent until he's proven guilty because there's 0 evidence.
Or he's innocent until proven zero.
There you go.
Oh, innocent until proven zero.
I don't know. I'm
Mm.
looking up as I go along.
How old are we? This is it's ridiculous. I
I-
can't
is he-
breathe. You guys gotta
Innocent
stop making
until
me laugh.
proven
This is what happens
zero
when we-
magic capable.
Mm.
Now with 0% juice.
Is he a 0 or is he the hero?
Yeah, I'm kind of ready to throw my
Well,
lot
at
in with
this
him
point,
because he can't be worse.
I want to know, what am I fighting for?
Yeah,
And you
Yeah.
and there you
laugh
go.
at me now.
Exactly. What are we actually fighting for?
What am
to
I fighting
preserve?
for?
When Caldo's all like, "What's this kid fighting for? What's so important about becoming a divine visionary?" Is like, well, you're gonna kill him if he doesn't.
Yeah,
That's kind of a good
Mhm.
reason.
but
But
then
if
like,
that's not a good enough reason, then he's protecting all of his friends and family that, you know that he doesn't have magic and therefore also need to die if he doesn't prove himself.
I mean, assuming Innocent Zero knows that he's magicless as well, then what's to stop him from throwing his lot in with that guy? Like, I feel like this is a huge miscalculation on these magical council right here because like they're not really offering a good alternative. If Mash had just a little bit of brains, he could be like, you know what? F this noise. This Innocent Zero guy, he actually wants me and he's not threatening to kill me, so I'm gonna throw in my lot with him and bring my friends with me. Like I just feel like this is a huge miscalculation on this council's part.
Now, I don't know if Innocent Zero would necessarily protect his friends, but they do seem to protect their own. So
Well, I don't know. I don't know
maybe.
anything about him except that he's not the homicidal maniac at a children's school trying to kill other students. That's what I do know. So if it's not that, then it's got to be a better situation.
Theoretically.
Yeah, in theory. And we also know he wants Mash alive, so
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And Craig has all of that on the record too. So if this all blows up in my face, we can all come back and be like, "Hey, Kuro, this all blew up in your face. You were wrong."
I mean, unlike Innocent Zero, we have evidence on you. So
Yeah, but you know what? I have been right in the past about, the bad guy not being the bad guy. Remember Lazarus? Remember that? Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
right about Lazarus, so maybe I'm onto something with this dude. I don't know. We'll see.
I have to keep my
guess.
mouth shut. I cannot comment.
You cannot
least
tell a
on-
truth or a lie.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Or at least on the podcast, you can't.
We know
Say.
where my sympathies lie.
Mm.
All I will say is that I had the same thoughts as you when I was where you're at.
Eh,
I guess thank God that Mash is smart enough to figure this out on his own. He
that's
could
a
really
good thing
make
his
trouble.
brain is mashed potatoes.
He could really make trouble for them, I feel like. He could really make this difficult if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could.
He's
But-
just going along with all this nonsense and he could be like, "No, fuck this. I'm not doing anything you guys want me to. You're going to kill me regardless, so we're doing things my way now." What's to stop him? The only thing that's stopping him is that he's kind of dumb. And he hasn't figured that out yet.
He's really
I
dumb.
mean, technically he does cancel out magic to a
Mhm.
point, so it's like,
Yeah. And people like him. Like, people actually like him. They're willing to, you know,
He's the people's champion.
he is, and that's
He's
dangerous.
the Rock.
he didn't raise his eyebrow yet.
That's true.
He can make his
I'm
pecs
glad you
dance,
got
I
bro.
mean, he almost did the rock bottom, so I guess we could say that, but you know,
Oh,
whatever.
brother.
Do the pectoral
Sketch
dance.
loves the wrestling. Sketch
His,
loves the wrestling references.
His pectoral warned him that
Oh, God.
Margaret was trouble. I better be careful. And Finn's like, "Oh right, you named your pecs."
He's like, "Oh right, yeah, that your pec." That was hilarious.
It was quite amusing.
By the way, who's gonna
Any
pay for that
additional-
room to get? Who's gonna pay for that room to get fixed that Mashle was in? Because holy shit, that was
yeah, that place
really
got
messed
wrecked.
up.
That
I
place
feel
got
like they're-
wrecked.
Their building budget must be really high at this academy, given that their student mortality rate is also quite high.
Mm.
We spend all our money on school repairs and not on
And funeral
Student-
expenses.
funeral expenses.
But can't they just like magically like replace the wall or something?
Probably can do that.
You would
too.
hope so.
Do they pay the person
Probably.
that does it?
Mm.
Is he in like a union that he's like, I can't do that, man. You're gonna have to, call for a bunch of us to get over here.
I mean, we could go really morbid and be like,
The Magic Repairmen's Union.
oh god.
They're all marching. Yeah, man. I don't know. That wall doesn't look right, but we can fix it. But
It is
I don't
not in my
know.
contract, dude. We're gonna
You
have to
know,
renegotiate.
You got like a giant over here coming through the wall here with a butcher's knife. I mean, I don't know what I could do for this, If he keeps coming in, he's just going to keep breaking it. And, this is not in my contract. It's not in Jerry's contract. Jerry's over here talking with this thing.
Wait. I got better. I got something better. Well, I told you to go with the stronger material in the first place.
Yeah, but you can only conjure up so much. I mean, I don't know what I can do here. This thing just goes on and on. Right, Jerry? Yeah.
We could have gone with the magical wall, but no, you wanted to go with the stone wall.
Now we have to tuck point the thing, and we have to go edge it, and we have to get everything else. It's kind of a little bit outrageous. Plus, you guys don't pay as much,
I'm
Well, they
really
could
digging
kill
the
you.
Chicago gangster, Steven.
Yeah.
Digging it.
This whole bit is wonderful.
I mean, I could go that far and be like, hey, if you don't make the wall, we're gonna have to take you out back and stab you.
Yes, that's what we were missing. Yes.
By the way, I'm gonna take my wand and I'm gonna kill you with it.
Leave the cannoli.
Leave the cannoli.
No. Oh, by the way,
Leave the
no. Yeah, I was gonna say no. You ruined it. Damn it.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Our resident Italian over here.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's not
You
me.
shouldn't have.
Hey, what's the matter? I talk about you.
You keep
Yeah.
talking your shit. I'm gonna put some cement shoes on your ass. And they're gonna be
We
the
can't
magical
do that,
kind.
boss. Man, the kid's just gonna break right out of him. He's too strong. He's gonna break right out.
Who wants me to get the foreman? You want me to get the foreman over here? Because he'll come right in here. He'll
Here's
talk to
how you
you
get the
about how to
foreman.
do this.
If
How
we
we get
dig
the
this,
foreman, we don't do
if we
that.
dig this bit any deeper, we'd have a bigger hole to fill. We gotta cut it out.
You all gonna
Greg's
be
gonna
swimming
get
with the
mad at
fish.
us over here.
Hey, I'm working here.
What have we done to the podcast? Let's bring it back. Let's bring it
Welcome-
back.
Welcome to the Italian podcast.
Into the Italian Faithful podcast.
We all
Hey,
get canceled.
Hey,
You mean we weren't canceled already?
Yeah, point.
Now that we've successfully offended
it's
a portion
okay.
of the
We're making fun of
population.
white people. It's all right.
Hey.
I can make fun of Chicago all I want. I just have to watch off aside, the doors and everything.
Exactly.
Just walk out outside. There's a show every day.
The opinions
All
of
right.
Steven do not necessarily.
Oh no.
Reflect that of the whole podcast.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So there was a music video this week. It was really cool. It's an animated music video
It's been a
by
while since we had one of those.
Anthony Shepard and Sam Finn. Really, really cool.
Love it when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did we already talk about the news this week?
Einvik's Curse was the name of it. It was like 3 minutes. It's on the Facebook. Give it a watch if you missed it.
It's on YouTube too.
That is not surprising. Yeah. So that'd be good to mention. So yeah, this schedule update. Interesting. Well, I must say, Toonami viewers, you must have been very good boys and girls this year, because Toonami decided you only have to sit through one marathon this year, and it's not even entirely reruns.
Nope.
On December 27th, you have a sneak peek of Dawn to Dawn Season 2, which is allegedly the 13th episode, the first episode of Season 2. Followed by a marathon of episodes 8, 9, 10, and 11 and 12, and then a repeat of episode 13. I'm not surprised by a Dawn to Dawn marathon, but I am surprised at the preview for Season 2, because that just tells us they have Season 2 when it's coming.
Yeah.
And that is
I'll
a
take it.
lovely 2 days after Christmas present, I must say.
And look, I mean, obviously season 2 is already out, but it's interesting that Toonami's actually doing that, because as much as people want to sit here and say, well, everybody's watching streaming, yeah, there's still people watching TV. So it's nice to see Toonami still do something like this. And I'm quite happy that they are doing that. And it's a good thing that we do get season 2. So, there's nothing wrong with it. I think that's actually pretty cool. I mean, it kind of goes to show what I think a lot of us are thinking right now in the community, and it's like Toonami's not really going anywhere for the foreseeable future. It's just, probably after a year to a year and a half, maybe 2 years, we won't know after that what's going to happen to the block. So to see them doing this gives confidence that, hey, they have a plan now. We're not going to have to worry about, oh, look, there's this 4 months of why are we watching repeats for the 50th time? And we'll actually get newer stuff on the block besides Rooster Fighter. So that's nice to see. So
yeah,
and I hope that
Dawn
continues.
to Dawn Season 2 just ended this past summer. So that's pretty fast.
That is very fast, and it's very exciting to see that show up.
Which, by the way, something interesting popped up today with all because this Netflix, Paramount, Warner Brothers thing keeps going in different directions, and it's making my head hurt. Well, first of all, it's interesting for Netflix to backtrack and be like, oh, no, we're not going to touch the theatrical windows. Well, wait a minute. You just said a couple weeks ago that you were going to shrink the windows. So why all of a sudden now are you being like, oh, hey, no, we were kidding. What are you talking about? It's going to have its normal window and then we'll put it on our streaming platform. I'm sitting there going, so you really were scared of Paramount's deal. But the reason I bring that up is they've launched a website where now they're saying that Warner Brothers and Netflix are going to be they're going to be run separately. Okay. That's
The point of
interesting.
that.
Well, but see, there's a couple when they announced this deal a couple weeks ago or whenever, because at this point, like I said, my head hurts from everything, so I don't know when anything dropped. They had said that HBO Max wasn't going to be touched. Now, obviously, we're not stupid. HBO Max at some point is probably going to be absorbed into Netflix at some point. And again, with a grain of salt, everybody needs to understand that this is going to take probably years before it's actually finalized
Oh,
because
absolutely.
there's already one lawsuit out there, and I'm not talking about like anything involving Paramount. It was somebody in Vegas is suing about this deal. So there's going to be a lot of litigation. It's got to go through the FCC, which there's doubts that it's going to go through the FCC the right way and pass. So we'll see how that goes. But and that's kind of why I say that Toonami. I really don't see any changes in Toonami for at least a year and a half, 1 year and a half to up to 2 years because we don't. It's going to take that long for this to all get settled and actually completed if it does. But what makes me think that what makes me hopeful that maybe nothing will really change because if they are going to keep Warner Brothers separate and they're going to still have anime getting pumped out of Warner Brothers, which would make sense if you're going to keep everything separate, maybe we won't see any changes, but we'll have to wait and see because I would love to see nothing really change with whatever anime they're going to be bringing out. I would love to see that Jason DeMarco doesn't get canned. Though it would be interesting if Netflix uses him to do some of their anime work because with the power of Netflix behind him, I can't. That would be
Too much power.
too much power. That would be very interesting to see what Jason does.
Unlimited power.
I would love that actually. I think he'd do a
Yeah.
better job than whatever they're doing now.
Oh, I think he would do an incredible job. But it's
Low-hanging
also the one thing that I would love to see. It's not going to happen because obviously the networks are separate from this deal. But what I would love to see them do is to do some stuff to do exactly what they were going to do with Crunchyroll before it got sold off, and maybe do some stuff where Toonami plays some Netflix stuff. I would love to see that. I don't know if it will happen, but I don't foresee anything happening. And this is just an example of Toonami saying, "Hey, we're not going anywhere right now. Don't fear for the future because we're not going anywhere for the foreseeable future." So it's a good thing. So
We're still not finished with Blue Exorcist, so we got to finish that before anything happens.
well, yeah, I mean, they got to get through Bleach. Season 3 is coming out next year, anyways. The final, or
I mean,
is it
season
season 3? Season 4.
We're
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
3 on Toonami now.
We're on
Yeah, that's
season
right.
3.
Right. I'm sorry.
And it
I
will
got that
play
confused.
until March.
And by then, I'll have want to strangle myself.
Oh, Kuro, what do you think of Ichigo being all the things so that he could break the Soul King's casing?
Didn't I call this? I said he was Bleach Jesus, and he's frickin' Bleach fucking Jesus. Excuse my language.
You are
But not
completely
really.
correct.
Not really, because I said that was gonna happen, and I'm completely unimpressed. I'm just like, I'm so frustrated with this show. I
Oh.
just want some originality. Come on. Surprise me! Do something I didn't expect. I expected all of this, and it's all gonna go horribly wrong too. I'm just not
I
happy.
mean, I didn't expect that in particular. I hear you.
I'm very surprised. I'm still surprised that
Sorry.
that he was able to control Ichigo though. That
He
didn't
didn't.
he did
It
though.
was no, he didn't like control Ichigo. The Quincy blood within Ichigo revolted.
Right.
That wasn't Iwabaha controlling Ichigo. It was a part of Ichigo controlling
But see
Ichigo.
that's still that
Which just
that
makes it
still bothers
worse.
me.
No,
But-
I think it's great. It makes it worse in a good storytelling way.
Yeah.
A part of you is out of your control. That's terrifying.
I feel like the
Yeah.
only thing missing here is for what's his name to die. Like that's the only thing that needs to happen now is for his best friend who picked the wrong side to just die, and then it'd be
Oh.
like, oh no, now I have
Uru.
to avenge him. Uryu's dead or something like that. Like I just am I'm waiting for something crazy like that to happen next.
By the way, so but okay, well, first of all, Laser, if you remember though, Yuabaha touched him. That's when the blood started. I don't want to say tingling,
touch,
but it started
bad touch.
tingling.
Bad touch.
No,
touched
it wasn't
but
that. It wasn't that. Yuabaha's spiritual pressure was in the sword,
Okay.
and that kind of
It still
triggered
was
it.
not Iwabaha
Okay.
controlling him. It was his own Quincy blood.
It was a bad touch.
Okay. But then you know, so here's a question I have for you, Laser, because I the
We're not
thing
even
that,
talking about Bleach right
We
now.
gotta stop
I know,
talking
I know,
about
I know.
Bleach.
Can I
Stop
ask
talking
just
about
one?
Bleach.
Can I ask one?
All right,
question
I
and
will
I'll be
allow
done?
it because
thank
we're
you.
going to take a break before we talk about Bleach again.
Okay, no, that's fine. No. I just wanted to ask this question because it's been on my mind because I've been watching other episodes of it too, and I'm
You were
like,
always on my mind.
Kuro is losing it tonight.
I am.
She's
This whole
talking about the
medicine.
tip, and now she's talking about
You were
this, and I'm like,
always on
Jesus.
my
Hey, she's
mind.
recovering from the flu. It happens.
My brain's
Yes.
not working right, to be
It's
fair.
the it's the loopy floopy dream.
I was gonna say, are you using some liquid courage tonight?
Oh, you mean like NyQuil?
Sure, yeah, that's what I'm
Nice.
talking about.
It counts.
All right, what's
Yeah,
the
that's
question?
I'm
definitely
sweating. This conversation is stressing me out. And it's making me sweat. I can't talk about
So,
Bleach. I can't
is-
talk about Bleach.
So since Ichigo got that power up, so to speak, is he just in Bankai all the time, or has he not used Bankai yet?
He has not used Bankai yet. You'll
Really?
know when he uses Bankai.
So this asshole is powerful right now, but has not used his Bankai yet.
Correct.
Holy fuck, I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah,
let's keep
because
going.
he's Bleach Jesus. He's yet to bring out
Yes,
his fishes.
He is
alone.
Bleach Jesus.
He is Bleach Jesus. There's a fucking cross there when he uses the other Getsuka. He almost kills Yuabaha there. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, not really.
Well, Yuabaha, I feel like, is immortal at this point.
I
Like, and
wouldn't
that's even
say
before-
that either.
That's even before what's going to happen in the next couple episodes. But it's like, I almost feel like he's immortal because, like, everything that happens to him, like, I hate to compare him to Mashle, but it's like he gets hit or he gets like sliced in 50 different ways, and then it's just like, oh,
He's
yeah,
not
thanks.
immortal. He has precognition. That makes him very dangerous, but not immortal.
Okay.
Really? Because it sure fucking seems that way.
Thank you,
Nothing's hurting
Kuro.
this guy.
Thank you, Kuro.
It's really annoying the hell out of me.
It is. It is annoying. But anyways,
Oh,
let's move
it's
away from Bleach
ridiculous,
before
yes.
Sketch kills me.
Before
I don't
I
think
lose
he's
it.
really-
Move
Yeah,
away from
I-
the bleaches. Move away from the bleaches.
Step away from the Bleach. Oh gosh, there's a police car going by just in time. The Bleach police are coming for you, Paul. Run.
Bleach,
Bleach,
Bleach.
He's coming. They're gonna lock you up. Right. Yeah. That totally got derailed. We haven't even talked about the January 3rd schedule, which is
Oh, nobody cares
back
about
to
that.
business as usual. That's just one normal week off. They're trying to kill us. Us as in the podcasters specifically. They're trying to kill us.
Mostly sketch.
Yes, mostly me.
We get no breaks.
No
And
breaks.
Zom's coming back.
Zom is coming back. We have to once again say goodbye to our dear friend Naruto, who has once again disappeared after playing like 52 episodes. They always do this. They always do this. Yeah, I guess that
Alas.
contract's about to expire. So
It-
bummer.
it- I'm
but
surprised. I'm surprised they
I-
kept it as long as they did.
It's weird to have a
yeah,
block with no Naruto though. Like it's
Yeah.
wigging me out a little bit.
Yeah.
I am wigged. I'm
it
wigged.
is strange. It is strange. And as for Zom 100, I guess they still had the TV rights probably until late March of next year. So just play it one more time. Honestly, it's long overdue. I've always been, why haven't they rerun Zom 100 point? Didn't even do like a Halloween marathon of it. Come on. So perfect for that. And while I will say, I kind of wish it had showed up like in late September or October. I guess they just wanted to keep Naruto around. But now they can't. So here it comes at 3 a.m.
Gotta love the
Zom
Zom.
100. Before that, it's all you're familiar with. Bleach at midnight, Blue Exorcist at 12:30, Mashle at 1. One Piece continues at 1:30. Now this is kind of interesting. They are resuming Dawn to Dawn's rerun, probably just where it left off. Like more often than not, when they do a marathon of a show, it doesn't actually affect the rerun that's occurring. Like they've done this so many times. So I'm not too surprised by this, but it's kind of like, oh man, we know you have season 2. Why are you doing this to us?
I would imagine so that when Mashle finishes, then they'll switch the time slots. Put Mashle down there at 2,
Oh, I
and
can
then
see
put
that.
Dawn to
Yeah,
Dawn up there at 1 o'clock to just go right in and fill that comedy slot.
oh, I feel like Dawn to Dawn will be at least at 12:30, maybe even midnight, unless
I do love Blue Exorcist at 12:30 though. I'm loving that.
I'm sure you find it to be quite nice.
Yeah, me and me alone. Nobody else.
I mean, it's good. It's good to let Blue Exorcist have some shine. I mean, these are very new episodes, all things considered,
Oh
and they're
yeah.
Very
probably just
good
gonna
episodes.
Very good
they're
episodes.
they're just gonna continue from Beyond the Snow probably into Blue Night like right away.
Oh my
So
god, I
I'm an
can't
act-
wait.
I need to
You're
actually
gonna
watch Blue Knight
yeah,
one of these
I'm
days.
hyped.
Oh,
I'm
you're gonna
hyped.
lose it. It's so good.
I mean, I've read the manga portion, so I know what happens, but I need to actually watch it. That's
like-
why
I'm
Kurt and
very
I haven't
hyped.
done an episode on Silent of Saints yet. I've been meaning to. I need to do it. It just so much stuff.
It's not a
So the
simul
thing-
dub anymore.
Well,
No, doesn't matter. So the thing about Mashle is it will actually end the week after Dawn to Dawn's rerun should finish, unless they like started Dawn to Dawn at a different episode when it resumes. I don't think they'll do that, but I do think they might find some way to like fill that time slot for a week. I've just kind of had this fun idea. They got this The Elephant uh special that was made by a bunch of Cartoon Network creators for Adult Swim. They're going to premiere it actually this week, this Friday at 11 p.m. And that just kind of seems like something they throw on Toonami as a one-off. I could totally see them do that. Of course, they could just double up One Piece or do something else. There's all manner of ways they could do it. But that's one way that they could just swap Mashle for Dawn to Dawn when the time comes. But we don't know how Primal Season 3 is going to affect Toonami coming into January, because the earliest it would start would be the 17th, because it starts on Sunday the 11th. So do they bump everything down a half hour? Is Primal even on Toonami? Honestly, if
Yes.
they stuck it at 11:30 before Toonami, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's an unofficial
rerun.
Toonami expansion, in my opinion.
It'll rerun. I'm on Toonami. I feel like they'll do exactly what they did with our favorite mushroom show.
Yeah,
I
agree
do
with that.
think they could do that. Say, since Toonami's pretty well stacked at the moment, and we know they got Don to Don season 2 in the chamber, then they could just hold off on rerunning Primal season 3 in Toonami until they have an opening,
Mm.
and do it like they did with Common Side Effects. Just a break glass in case of emergency kind of situation. Because we don't know what's going to happen to that budget mid-year. But at least they have a roadmap until, well, pretty much well into
Oh,
April,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
because they
not a
definitely
bad
got Rooster
roadmap.
Fighter coming in
Yep.
April. So,
They
well,
have Blue
We're
it's
looking to
not
have a
Exorcist.
better early year
not
than last than
confirmed
this year.
for April, but it's
Yeah.
pretty close.
Blue Exorcist. Dawn to Dawn
Yeah.
season 2. Rooster Fighter. They're still continuing with Bleach. I say it's pretty good at least for the next couple months.
Oh,
Are you not
it's gonna
mentioning
be
One
great.
Piece because One Piece never ends?
One Piece is
One
like a
Piece
given.
is-
It's like it's a staple now. It's the new staple now that
Yeah.
Naruto's gone.
Yeah.
It's the Naruto, Dragon Ball, and now it is One Piece.
Yeah.
Which is weird
Yeah.
because they got rid
Dragon
of
Ball's
it
still here.
and
Yeah,
then
that's
they
true.
brought it back. So it's like it's
Well,
just
there
weird to me to think
were
of that.
circumstances.
Mm,
Unless we forget, the only reason it came back when it did was because they kind of didn't have other options.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Toei was like, yeah, you could play One Piece again. You could play an hour of One Piece. And
Play
Toonami's like,
all the
yeah,
One
we need an
Piece.
hour. We need an hour.
Uh-huh. We should mention too that it's
2022.
interesting. We should mention that it's also interesting that Dragon Ball Z Kai is coming to Adult Swim on the 29th.
Yes. You hungry for some 5 a.m. anime? Because that's what's happening.
Not for
The-
Kai, that's for
They
sure.
they
I
must
wanna
have
watch
Dragon
Kai,
Ball
I'll just
Z
put it on
Kai, a
Blu-ray.
full hour of it at 5 a.m.
That is.
they must have got
a
a
choice.
they must have got it for cheap. That's
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
think they
yeah.
just still had the contract for probably until spring.
No, I mean they don't got anything else on Adult Swim because they lost Futurama and they're losing King of the
Yeah.
Hill. So it's like
They already
gotta-
lost King of the Hill. They're about to
Right.
lose Futurama. So because of that, they're going to run Dexter's Laboratory at 5 p.m. for an hour, which seems a bit excessive because there's not that many episodes. And
Yeah.
DBZ Kai is back at 5 a.m.
Which by the
Interesting.
way, side note, I mean I love Adult Swim, but I don't think they really gave like Futurama a really good run this time. So
No, they did not.
no, and I felt like I mean I'm not saying that Futurama nobody watched Futurama. I'm just saying like it felt like they didn't really build it up. Like once they got that Fox deal, they were like, "Oh, bury Futurama," and it's like, "Oh man,
Well, basically, once they got King of the we don't really need Futurama.
yeah." Which is sad because I think Futurama. I mean, Futurama was made because of Adult Swim. It's the reason why you wouldn't have any
More
new
of it was made.
episodes. Yeah.
And they
Same
still
thing
didn't
with
get to
Family
play
Guy,
most of those.
No,
I think they only got to play like the movies as
Maybe.
individual episodes. I
yeah,
don't think they got to play any of the Comedy Central.
yeah.
But yeah, at some point, I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure it just didn't do the numbers.
Probably not.
So it just wasn't keeping up with King of the Hill and Bob's Burgers. So as long as they had King of the Hill and Bob's Burgers, didn't really need to use Futurama. So they relegated it to pretty awful time slots until just recently they brought it back for 5 p.m., but they're about to lose it. So that was kind of the last for hurrah.
And
I would
by
have
the way,
loved to have a marathon send off. That would have been nice. But
I was it was interesting to me too because it's like, you mentioned Naruto and I was sitting there thinking to myself like, so DBZ Kai is coming back. Are they going to bring other anime in to like fill some time slots just to fill something, like, because
Maybe
I'm gonna be honest, like,
they did do
I
this with
understand.
Naruto Shippuden before they got King of the Hill back.
Yeah. I mean, so like, okay, DBZ Kai, great, whatever. I mean, DBZ Kai is gonna do relatively good numbers wherever it is. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you.
Bring
Um,
back Inuyasha.
but here, but well, yeah, that wouldn't be
Ooh.
a bad idea either.
5
Have it
a.m.
at 5 a.m.
Inuyasha.
Yeah.
That's the ticket.
Well, they
Oh,
might not be able to get
God.
the rights to that.
Sure they can.
It's old.
Inuyasha's on everything now.
That's true.
It's an
That
It's
is
on
true.
Tubi to watch for
I'm
free.
sure Vince
Mm.
cut him a deal.
Well,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, I was thinking, like, you did so well with Sailor Moon. Why not bring that back and play
I
that
don't
at
think
5
it did
a.m.?
so well, actually.
Really? I think it
Otherwise,
because
it
it
would
was,
have stuck around longer.
I agree.
but that was the only thing that was trending when Rewind was on, besides Toonami.
Yeah, but
So
that
it's
doesn't
like,
tell the whole story, unfortunately.
I don't know. I mean, I felt like out of all those shows, like that was the one that was actually doing what it was supposed to be doing. So
Look,
I don't know. Maybe the license was too much. I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, look, they kept Naruto around in the back of the block for way longer than they kept Sailor Moon. That
Hmm.
pretty much says it all.
Well, that license might have been longer though.
Maybe
That's what I was thinking is maybe the
they
license
got
for
it at the same time, though.
right, but they may have only gotten like the one license was only for a certain amount of months, and then they could renew it if they wanted to. Whereas Naruto was probably cheaper to do for like, well, how long did we have it? We had it for over
Had
a
it for
year and
2
a half,
years.
2 years. So, I mean, I'm sure it was cheap to do. I mean, if you're getting DBZ Kai back, I can't imagine Viz is charging any more than what Toei is charging Adult Swim for that. So, you know, who knows? I don't know. But
I just really don't think they spent any more money on DBZ Kai right now. And we'll know
no,
for sure if they only play up to 50-ish episodes again. And if it disappears before March, February 2 years ago is when we got it. So, yeah. Let's see. But I do think they will experiment a bit more with the 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. And to that, I suggest 5 p.m. is a very good time to rerun My Adventures with Superman.
yeah.
And why don't you do a weekday run of Dragon Ball Daima while you still have it? That just makes sense to me. But,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's one of their shows, so I don't understand why they just don't do it at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
It would certainly make more sense than one airing a week at 2:30.
I mean, there is that Green Lantern show that's in the same universe as My Adventures with Superman. So
True.
I-
Yeah.
I'm wondering. I'm kind of hoping that maybe. I mean, because it's supposed to be for HBO Max, but I'm kind of hoping that it actually does end up on Toonami. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know, but you know,
Strong possibility. But let's see about Superman season 3 first.
well,
Which
they're
hopefully
doing that, aren't they?
shows up like yeah.
Yeah.
It's happening. When it's gonna air is the question. It should
Uh,
potentially spring, summer. I'm thinking summer.
by the way,
Summer
please get these out
2026.
before. Please get all this stuff out and on Toonami before all these deals finalize. Because oh my god, I don't even know what's gonna play on Toonami anymore. I was thinking the other day, like I'm like, does do they get Ghost in the Shell anime out of this deal? Because technically
No.
that's part of it.
How many times do I have to explain this? Netflix is not buying the networks.
No, I know they're not buying the networks. I know.
Netflix
So
anime
Ghost in the-
will not be on the network.
No, 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 no,
Unless
no. No. I meant Ghost in the Shell. That's part of Adult Swim, their library. So I'm guessing
no,
that stays with the network, right?
that stays with the network.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah, that IGPX,
Big O season
various
2.
various other deals. They stay
Yeah.
with. Spe- Why are we adding more reruns to the block and they still won't play IGPX season 2?
Oh gosh.
Why won't
No,
they try?
that's the thing that I honestly I kind of hope that this is a typo and this is actually not in Toonami and they're not actually expanding a half hour because who cares? It's Rick and Morty the anime.
No, it's
Why
supposed to be on there.
are you making new bumps for this?
Maybe.
Come on. Jeez. Whatever.
Well,
But
I mean, maybe they have a
potentially
plan.
other things will rerun there.
Yeah.
I could see them pull out Ninja Kamui to remind people that that exists. Maybe
Or
another run
just
of Lazarus.
play Ghost in the Shell again, or play something else that you have
Or play
that's in
IGPX.
there.
Please play
Well, we already said
IGPX
that, yeah.
season 2. You know, it's been so long that they'd probably start with season 1 again. Got it.
Probably.
Stop doing that.
I mean,
As long as
it's
they
not a.
play season 2.
Gonna have a conniption.
I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean,
Buy the Blu-ray.
I mean, at this point, I just
The only way you're gonna see season 2, man, is if you buy the Blu-ray.
yeah.
Yeah.
All of its extra
Unfortunate.
features.
So
Wonderful, wonderful extra feature.
More extra
Yeah,
features
seriously,
than the kitchen sink.
that bums me out. Yeah, they expanded, and I'm pretty sure that they're expanding because they lost Futurama and they just need to fill more time.
mhm.
So,
and that's
eh,
another point. That's another point to also make is if they're tapping into anime to fill time slots, why would you get rid of Toonami? You know what I mean?
that is a good point. Yes.
Because I mean, if that's what you're going to be using, because that's, I mean, they were doing that before the Vox deal, and now they're doing it since they lost 2 shows. It's like, okay, so we're starting to see a pattern here. Like, and by the way, there's no problem with them playing anime on Adult Swim. I don't want anybody to think I'm complaining about that. We're just starting to see the pattern of, okay, this is what you're doing. Okay, it makes sense now. So, I mean, the front part of Adult Swim that starts at 5 doesn't ever make any sense, but other than that, I think we're fine. So, I mean, somebody said, is this right? Like, they might be bringing back Checkered Past again?
Well, they're playing Dexter's Laboratory at 5
Right.
p.m., but that
Yeah.
could just be to tie into Primal.
Right.
To which I say, how about you bring out Samurai Jack?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Always good to bring back Samurai Jack.
Getting back to the past.
Indeed. I think they're going to try a lot of things for a short while until they figure out something that really
As
works.
long as long as it's not like what 2025 was in the beginning, I'm fine. As long as they don't do that again. Holy shit. Like I think that's the first time I legitimately brought out the red button and went, panic,
Panic.
panic.
Panic! And we've come so far since.
Hmm.
Thank goodness for
So
that. Thank goodness for that.
yep.
But yeah, that's the lineup. Just what we currently have. Only Naruto is gone again, and Zom 100 is back. So is Rick and the anime. But I'm happy that Zom is getting a rerun.
Zom's
I
a good
might
time.
even watch it again. It's a fun show. A very fun show. Long overdue to rerun. So I'm glad that they remembered before they probably lose the rights in roughly 3 months. Oh, but it
One
will
last
pain me
gasp.
to think that there's no season 2 yet.
Yeah. It was
Like that.
really nice
Very
seeing it
much.
again when it came on Toonami. I'm like, hey, there's my old friend. Oh, still no season 2.
Still no season 2. And now, again, still no season 2.
Yeah.
By the way, while we're talking about things I'd like to see on Toonami, can we see a Tom speech? Like,
Please. I love
can we
those.
please have one? Like, it's been a while, so
Well,
can
they
we get one of
apparently
those?
just gave us a music video, so yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like they're
it's-
going back to doing that, hopefully, because I was enjoying that they were putting animated music videos on there, because that's awesome that they're highlighting that stuff. But Tom's speech, like,
Tom's speech would be nice.
Tom's speech would be
Would.
nice.
There's
Um,
plenty of things for Tom to talk about.
Oh,
oh
yes.
yeah, oh yeah. Mm. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to see that. Uh, I mean, guess what? You're not going anywhere anytime soon. You just changed the graphics. Perfect timing. So, um,
True.
and it's not like you're spending a lot of money on Tom at this point. So it's like, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it, eh?
Just
Give
do
us that
it.
Christmas gift, Adult Swim. Give us that Christmas gift. We need some Tom. We need some Tom speech things going on.
I would be happy to have a non-normal opening more often.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, I miss those.
I realize that it got costly to be doing it every week, but you could do it every now and then, or at
Yeah,
least
Yeah.
on whenever a show is premiering.
shows premiering, a major event is going on, and if nothing like that, every couple months, check
Every
in.
couple of months, just to check in.
Heck, do it on holidays. Perfect time for it. Have Tom wish us a Merry Christmas. Have Tom wish us a Happy Halloween and all that good stuff. It'd be fun.
Hmm. Yes, bring back the Tom with the pumpkin
Yes.
visor.
My personal favorite is him saying that he wants to be Luffy for Halloween.
Well, now he's got to fight Elmo for it.
Yes, yes, he does.
All right, we have prattled on plenty long enough, but yes, only one marathon this week. And if I recall that previous conversation about marathons, didn't Sam too suggest there'd be a dawn to dawn marathon? Kuro,
Yes. Yes, he did. Yes.
props to you, Sam 299. Though even that, I'm sure it wasn't quite what you were expecting, because why would you expect that? This is something I don't want to say never done, but it's very rare. The only thing that I could think of that's like it was the preview of Fooly Cooley Alternative that they played at the start of April Fools that one year. They generally don't do this kind of thing.
You know,
So that's neat.
speaking of that, I kind of hope they do this with Rooster Fighter. I think that would be really nice to do. Do a preview of Rooster Fighter.
What is
Well,
a
they could do
preview exactly? Is it like the first 6 minutes?
No,
well,
it'd
there are
probably be the
many
first episode.
definitions.
Yeah.
It's in this case, it's going to be the first episode.
Right.
Uh, that honestly, it would have been cool if they had done that. Like, give us a Rooster Fighter preview right at the start of the year.
That would
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
And we know it exists and dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
been played at conventions. The
Yeah.
whole episode.
So
The credit to Viz, they keep the hype going for Rooster Fighter for sure. They've been busting out all these cast announcements and all this kind of stuff. It's like, man, this show's still 6 months away. crazy. Well, at the time it was. Now it's like 4 months away,
Yeah.
thereabouts. We don't actually know the absolute day that it will air. I'm just guessing the first Saturday of April because there's supposed to be 13 episodes and they can't really squeeze that into the Japanese TV season unless they start immediately. So that was my thought on that. But maybe they'll do something like double up either the first and two or the last two. It could happen,
Mm.
but we'll see. And maybe it's not even 13 episodes. I know they said it was, but that changes. That's changed plenty over the years.
Yep.
The deal can change. But I guess we'll wait and see. But nice to know that they have pretty solid roadmap going into 2026. We're not in the dregs immediately like in 2025. My God.
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
we
to be
got a much
fair,
better roadmap here.
January was decent. But boy, it sure fell apart after that.
Yeah, it looks
But
like we're gonna
now
have a better year this time.
Yeah. Definitely.
it's kind of hard not to. But
I mean, that's
No.
true too.
knock on wood, I guess. A lot can change in 6 months. And don't worry, we'll be here to talk about it. So you can email us at podcast@toonamifaithful.com if you want to talk about Blue Exorcist, Bleach, Mashle, One Piece, anything going on Toonami. Dawn to Dawn. Coming back very soon. You can follow us on Facebook.com/Toonami Faithful Podcast and on Twitter @Toonami Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on just about everything, including Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Podbay, Podbean, Podcast Addict, Radio.com, Spotify, and the TuneIn app. And you can find every episode to stream online at the same place they found the encrypted clinical trials on Lazarus. SoundCloud.com/Toonami Faithful Podcast. Get the latest news by following @ToonamiFaithful.com on Blue Sky and @Toonami News on Twitter. And read the news, views, and reviews on ToonamiFaithful.com. Steven, Streaming Steven, tell us where they can find you.
You can find me on the internet, like always. It's MXA Ghost. If you want to follow me on like every single platform, do you want to? I stream sometimes. I talk sometimes. I'm on podcasts sometimes. You can see whatever you want. Sometimes I talk like a Chicagoan gangster. Sometimes I
Even
don't.
Capone.
Sounds good.
Laser, tell the folks where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on Twitter @LaserKidPrime. You can find me on Blue Sky @LaserKid. And you can find me on my podcast, The Summoned Up Saints, where we talk about Summoned Ups with my co-host, Archangel, and I often have some friendly faces from over here as guests. We just put out an episode that was the Hidden Gems of Simulubs of 2025.
Ooh, sounds
It's a
intriguing.
shorter episode from us, but it's hopefully a good one.
Nice. Give that one a listen. Kuro, tell the folks where they can find you.
I'm on Blue Sky and I'm on Twitter @HappyCrowKitty. And also doing a lot of blowing my nose and coughing lately. But get your flu shots, everybody, if you're able to. Don't do what I did and suffer.
Thank you for your words of wisdom, O great Kuro of the sick.
Unless you want to worship at this altar of misery.
Ooh.
The porcelain altar.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a lot of fun, though, I promise. Not worth it.
Definitely not. Paul, where can they find you?
Suffering because of children. I just wanted to go with the theme, I guess. Whatever. So you can find me on X, Blue Sky. Paul Pascrillo, just search for that name. You can email me, Paul Pascrillo, @ToonamiFaithful.com if you have anything to say or any suggestions, because I do take suggestions. Yeah, I mean that's about it. We might be doing some other stuff as well. Maybe do a end of the year kind of state of Toonami thing if I can convince Sketch to love me.
I don't think that's happening.
No.
Let's wait until like February.
Sketch wants to have the
chicken.
holidays off.
Yes, I do as much as I can. And to that, I say, you can follow me at Sketch1984 on Twitter and look for me, Sketch1984 on Blue Sky. I was also on Podcast O&A recently. They did an episode I was on last week. Should be out by now. You can find that on Surreal Resolutions on Twitter. And yeah, about our holiday schedule, because we've been keeping with this 2 episodes of Bleach, 2 episodes of Blue Exorcist, or 1 episode of Mashle situation, we're gonna take next week off. And we will talk about Bleach the week after, along with the episode of Mashle that will air this Saturday. Because we need a break. I need a break.
Season for breaks.
Yeah. That
We're
doesn't
all
mean we won't absolutely have no podcast released next week. We could have something in the chamber that I could throw on, but no promises.
know that
No
mood.
promises. And gosh, I don't know when we're gonna get to Dressrosa.
We'll get
They're not
there.
giving us a break.
We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there.
Look, I could just record 2 podcasts in 1 week, but that's a lot.
Well, you and I sitting talking One Piece, it's gonna be a couple of hours.
I know.
I'm telling you.
So Sketch, just take a day off, you'll be fine.
Oh boy,
Oh,
do I
gosh.
take days off? So yeah, probably no podcast next week, but maybe you'll get a little surprise. But we will resume regular podcasts the week after, before New Year's. So yeah. I don't think we're going to talk about that episode of Dawn to Dawn when we do, but maybe if we're feeling like it. But no promises. I don't like to break promises, so I don't like to make promises.
Aha.
Hey, it rhymes. Well, thank you again for listening, whether you're listening live, catching the live stream on twitch.tv/Toonami Faithful Channel. I don't think I've ever mentioned that on the podcast. It's kind of an oversight. But is it as much of an oversight as forgetting to click the record button?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But we've been talking long enough that about half of it did get recorded. Obviously, you're listening to this after the fact. There is a recording. It's just not the usual one. Thank goodness for Twitch.
Thank
Goodness for
Twitch.
Steven being here to stream. All right. So thank you for listening, whether you're listening live or after the fact as the podcast. We always appreciate your listenership. Please be sure to share the podcast with your friends if you think they would be interested. We hope you have a very happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. Merry Christmas or all the other holidays. And until next time, don't you know that shrimp only exists to make eating tartar sauce better?
Why do I record podcasts so much? It began when I joined Toonami Faithful. At first, I was nervous and anxious, but as I learned from my colleagues and friends around me, I slowly got better. These days, the reason I record? Let's see. Is it because a microphone is right there? I guess so. And do you know why it is that humans have mouths? It's so they can talk about anime on the internet.
I'm scared.
Must be why I have a mouth.
That's why I got one, that's for sure.